What's up, groovy guys and girls? My name is Kaya.Faris. This is the O.M.P podcast, and we have another fantastic guest today. If you'd like to introduce yourself, fantastic guest.
Thank you. How are we doing? My name is Armoni Benjamin. I train out of West Palm Beach, 10th Planet. Currently a white belt. Just recently starting my jiu-jitsu journey.
Yeah, this is Armoni. He's super fun to hang out with, and he's really good at jiu-jitsu. He's really strong.
There we go. Strong. No technique. Just flex and bust out. That's all you need in life.
Yeah. So to get us into the flow of things, you just competed, right? So I want to hear your thoughts on that as you were before the match, during the match, and after the match. So let's start from before, how you felt.
I was excited the whole time. I've been wanting to compete for a while with just in something. I competed in basketball for so long, and I got really bored with that. So I was like, what's the next big thing I'm gonna do? And so I was very excited going up into it. I was a little upset because the guy I was supposed to be going against came in significantly over the weight we had kind of talked about in a sensitive way. But, mama didn't raise no bitch, so we just had to go with it. And starting the comp, I was just kind of like, okay, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I knew I should have pulled guard, but at the same time, I'm not super comfortable in my guard play yet. And I knew if he were able to take me down, which, by the way, he did, that I was confident enough in myself to be able to get out of a bad situation. I didn't like the way I performed in the match. I thought it was very sloppy, very stally in a sense of the way. But hey, it was the first one. I got a win, so technically I'm undefeated. The best white belt in the world. No joking, that's a total joke. But now I'm just getting ready for the next one. Unfortunately, I couldn't do Naga this weekend. So the next one's going to be still, I believe, Naga, but the one is in Wellington, so I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, that Naga is a little too far away for me right now. And it's just Orlando's 2.5 hours. Man.
Oh, yeah. It's not that far.
Well, yeah, but it is when you have to pay gas money.
I was going to drive up there and drive back down the same day.
Really?
Yeah. My car would do it in one full tank.
Yeah, I'm not going to that one. I talked to Coach about it already, unfortunately. It's the first one I'll miss. The first competition I'm missing.
Oh, yeah, you competed a good amount.
I'm the most active competitor in our dojo.
Oh, there we go. We're going to change
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, no. It makes sense, though, because you're a little psychopathic. Yeah. It makes complete sense.
I love it, man. I love jiu-jitsu. I'm sad I'm missing this one, but knowing there's another Naga coming up is really reassuring.
Especially when it's around the corner.
Yeah.
It's literally 30 minutes from here.
And there's an ADCC in 3 weeks.
Here?
Yes, really close.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Back in the fight camp, but yes.
Back in the fight camp, baby.
That was coming.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Steve was talking about doing it, actually. Ninja Steve.
I'll probably do it.
Yeah, he will. I think he'll do pretty good.
He should be fine.
It always surprises me that, every time I think I meet somebody who's good at jiu-jitsu, that I always meet somebody who's better than them.
Jiu-jitsu is one of those weird, it's not a weird sport, but it's one of those sports where it's the level is always different. Everyone's different, and it's very unassuming. Versus basketball, you see somebody all right, this guy's tall, he's fit. Oh, look at his legs. Look, he has to be good. But jiu-jitsu is really all about just the time, the technique, the dedication, and just your style in a sense of the way. Mm-hmm. There's some people where you can feel like you're better than them, but their style just cancel you out completely.
Yeah. For example, I guess Devin, right? His game is I want to pull guard and rip you into guard. And then somebody pulls guard against him, he's like,
yeah.
Shit.
But he did a great job passing the guard and everything else like that.
Absolutely.
It was one of those days, and he's really good. Him and his technique, I hate absolutely hate getting into his guard.
I just want to pick you up.
I scare him all the time now. The moment he pulls me in the guard, I just post up and he always goes up. But I'd never do that to him. He's my teammate. I never want to slam anybody or hurt anybody here at the dojo.
Yeah. But look, we go somewhere else. We go for a little visitation.
Oh yeah, we get to a little visitation.
Action.
It depends where we're going. Things got to get done. It's your job to let go, not my job not to slam you. That's all I'm saying.
Heard that.
It wasn't in the rules in the beginning. It's not in the rules in the middle.
Yeah. I remember I was talking to somebody on the sidelines at Boca, and they were like, "Are we not allowed to slam?" And I'm like, "When did you ever hear that?" when in the rules did you hear that we weren't allowed to slam? And he's like,
At the rules meeting.
yeah.
There was a rules meeting.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I was about to say,
I know.
They changed it last minute, though.
I know.
So
because the whole time we were allowed to slam.
yes,
and
you're
then they were
supposed
like,
to. It was the insurance because the event got so big. I heard that they had to actually get insurance for the event,
That makes sense.
Therefore that's why no slams
Yeah.
and things like that weren't allowed. So
Yeah.
it's meh.
Yeah, I was pretty upset when I saw the Naga rule set and they said no heel hooks because so much of my game is heel hooks. I can do straight ankle locks, but like so much of my game is heel hooks.
Well, you have to think about it in retrospect. They're going off of a very traditional way of jiu-jitsu going.
Yeah,
and
nobody.
we go to we go to a very non-traditional form of teaching schools. But it's at a point. My first 2 weeks, I was learning octopus guard. Like octopus sweeps and guards and a guillotine. I was like, whoa, what is all this? What's going on here?
Imanari roll, week 3. You're like, what the fuck?
Like my first move, I got down pretty well. It was a rolling Kimura. I was like, yo, you're this 4-week white belt hitting rolling Kimuras.
Yeah.
And so it's like we go to school where they just teach us jiu-jitsu. They don't go off of, this is your belt, so you can only learn this. This is your belt, so you should be doing this.
Which I honestly like more that it's that way because I feel like when you're stuck in a traditional linear set of rules and you go against somebody who's from a non-traditional school, then you're just going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a counter to what they're doing. There's no answer.
Because you've never seen it, or when you have seen it, it was higher belts who don't really teach you at those traditional schools.
Yeah.
We have a case of that with some of the guys who have
coming
been
over
to our schools.
Yeah.
They've been loving the moves, like the electric chair and all those things.
They're loving them. Yeah.
Or yesterday, he was loving it. Dom and them both were loving the seated arm triangle.
Oh, really?
They've never seen that. And they both were just like, yo, this is great.
This is so cool.
It's a cool move.
And
it's because they're both blue belts. Well, one is a blue belt and one is a soon-to-be blue belt. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, just traditional schools, I feel like they can stunt your growth at times.
Yeah.
Because they hold you back no matter how quick your progress has.
And I mean, what they do works. If you stay with them for the entire time.
25 years.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're going to be a black belt under their system.
Any good jiu-jitsu school, you're going to be a good black belt.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're like, I want to go compete in other schools and do other shit and, travel and stuff, then it's kind of like, well, now that traditional style is going to fuck you over.
Yeah. And then it also stunts growth. Like, someone like me, I've been able to really put my head down and train a lot.
Yeah.
I train 5-6 times a week most of the times, and I've been able to create a lot of fast progress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's to the point where if I went to a traditional school, I probably would have been very bored.
Yeah.
Because I would have, came to school, learned what they were showing, be like, hey, what's more? And they're going to be like, no, we're going to be on this for 2-3 more weeks. And that's just not for me.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah, and it's cool, too, because, other schools, you're not even alled to roll at white belt.
Yeah, I was rolling 3 weeks in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I slightly lied to Doel for him to let me roll. So I was like, yo, he's like, you should just drill. I was like, no, I've been rolling with Liam. And he was like, oh, okay, go ahead. Love you, Coach Doel.
I lied.
It's the only lie I've ever told you, but hey, it worked out, right?
Look at how good he's doing now.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's like the mama birds with the baby. You got to push them off the tree to see if they can fly.
Dude, I was talking to Coach about rolling with Liam because I was like, when I rolled with Liam, Liam is a purple belt, by the way, podcast
Good friend
listeners.
of mine.
Yeah, it's so hard to roll with him. I feel like I gas out so much faster when I roll with somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, it's because he does exactly what he says. He knows how to contain us.
Yeah.
He knows how to waste the least amount of energy by making us work the largest amount.
Yeah.
So he does a lot with either letting us carry his weight or putting us in positions where we're trying to fight for a position and he's kind of just chillaxing.
Yeah, well, for example, right, when I was fighting the other purple belt, not talking shit, but he was holding me in topside pin, and I was like, okay. You're
not doing much here, buddy.
I know. He's just holding me there wrestler style. Yeah. And then I roll with Liam and I'm trying to pass his guard and I'm feel like I'm going to throw up trying to pass his guard. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? This is backwards.
Liam has he's a good balance on a chart of technique and athleticism because he's still a very athletic dude too. Yeah. So it's an equal balance of some people have really good technique. Some people like me, I'm really athletic, so I can lack in some technique, especially this early on. But he has both, where he can explode when he needs to, but most of the time he relies on his technique.
Yeah. There is one thing that Coach says that I don't agree with, that I am bringing to the table for discussion today. He says a lot of, like early on, he says we use a lot of, we need to learn technique, like by drilling technique and stuff, right? And that open mat and doing stuff like that doesn't really help you as much. And I'm like, I feel like I've learned so much from fighting in like an open mat style, and like probably more than I have from just learning technique individually. I feel like I learn so much when I roll with people who are like way higher belts than I am.
So so here we go. So I get what you're saying. I get what he's saying. And for a while, at first, I thought, no. The only way to get better is by doing, actually doing.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Until like a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, I went to a comp class and it was only me and Tony, and he had us just drilling, like did 25 triangles in a row, switch sides, opposite side triangles now.
Yeah.
25 hip bumps, and just that quick repetition of keep going and going. And I realized that week, I started doing things and getting in moves and live rolls. I'm like, oh, triangle.
Yeah.
Because that it really helped embed it in. So I get what he's saying. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's a difference of trying things and accidentally getting it to it in a live roll or open mat style versus going in, you kind of already know the technique. So therefore, when you see it, you're able to do it. You don't have to think because you already know, okay, I need to swing my leg this way, cut the angle that way, and things like that. So I think there's growth in both.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And they both do well, but some people do need to drill a lot more. And that's what he's saying, that he doesn't want us doing live rolls.
I feel like you shouldn't do one exclusively. There's definitely no room in jiu-jitsu for doing one and not the other.
No, it's not like basketball where you can just go play more basketball and get better. You don't have to drill. And so it's like, no, there's both. You need to do a healthy amount of both. Because if you don't drill, you're never going to learn new moves, like a ninja roll. Yeah. You're not going to just be able to bust that out.
You're like, oh, look at me, I can do an Imanari roll out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
It's not happening.
I still can't get that thing done. Yeah,
it's impossible.
It's one of those things where like you have to put those reps in of just trying again and again and again.
Yeah.
And once you get that in, then you can do live rolls. Yeah. You can do stuff like that.
Yeah, I like that coach doesn't let super new guys roll right away either, because
no,
it's rough sometimes, man.
No, it is rough because it's a mixture of sometimes either they're gonna do way too much and hurt somebody or hurt themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Or they're gonna do way too little and they gain nothing from it. You gain nothing from it. And you really don't want to discourage some people.
Yeah. Because you need people to have time to grow into the sport.
Exactly.
It's hard when you first. And I take care of most of the new guys when they come in. Coach like puts them with me so I can talk to them and stuff. But I always tell people the same thing. Like jiu-jitsu is really a slow journey, and when you start, the first 6 months sucks ass. No matter who you are, the first 6 months is so hard. Because all you're doing is getting your ass beat. It sucks.
Yeah. Luckily, I've had a much better
jiu-jitsu journey had a good experience.
Just because I came in just knowing how to move my body in a sensitive way.
But think about your first comp, right?
Yeah.
You got literally
arm throw.
Tossed.
When I say picture perfect.
He did not follow up on it, granted. He still, that was disgusting, you know? And that's the kind of shit that I talk about with people, is, it's so hard when you first start out because...
Especially when your first comp's against a two-time
state...
He didn't win state, but placed fourth in state 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And 40 pounds heavier.
It's guys like that you're like, okay, what the fuck, you know?
Like, bro!
Yeah. Well, it's also frustrating because you know in your heart and you know in your head... that it doesn't matter how much heavier than somebody is than you. Look at Mighty Mouse. Holy shit. He can fight anybody.
I would never fight that guy.
Yeah, no, exactly. So it's not like, oh, I just, he's bigger than me. And I feel like that's what a lot of people in the dojo are using as an excuse.
I don't even want to get on that.
We'll talk about that in a second. But it's, he's bigger than me. And it's that's true, but you also just aren't good enough to beat him
Because
yet.
who proves that day in and day out? Our coach.
Yeah, exactly.
Our coach, he walks around at 145. I walk around like 220. I can't do a single damn thing to that man.
Bro holds you in top mount for like 30
Top mount
minutes.
for bro.
You're like, what the fuck is happening?
I can bench him.
Yeah.
He knows I can bench him. He says I can bench him.
Doesn't matter. Nope.
Don't matter. I toss him up and he's like a wet blanket.
Yeah.
Pizza dough just in the air and lands back on me. I'm just like, okay.
Dude, that feeling when you pick him up and move him and he just lifts his hips and goes back down, I'm like, oh my god.
What are you doing? What is this?
Yeah.
One of these days we'll get there.
Oh, he gets you in vegan now? He gets us, oh my god, bro. I'm like, come on. Just let me get my frames in.
Look, all I had to get, especially when he goes to possum guard, I just got to clear this one frame off my face.
Man,
He's
I
done.
know. I know.
He's done. Once I get it.
I got his back once. I got his back once.
Did you capitalize?
No, because he said he was going to poop his pants, so I had to stop. He had a stomach ache that day. His stomach issue.
Sounds like a common
No.
black belt excuse.
No.
When you're about to tap a black belt and they start coaching, hey, do this.
No, he was having stomach issues that day,
for
so
sure. No,
I was like, shit. Okay,
He's not a ducker of smoke.
No. He gave me his backpack, and then I was like, oh, yeah, I got his back now.
Psych.
Nope, turns. I was like, okay, well, he pulled a me. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
It's incredible about how he... It just shows you put in the time, you put in the work.
Yeah, it actually pays off.
It's going to pay off.
Yeah. I know you see me working stand-up and getting all angry against you. I'm like, oh my god, I just want to get one takedown.
I got to work a lot on it as well. I got to work a lot on everything. But I just came in with a good understanding of just balance.
Yeah.
I just have good core balance. So it helps me stay good.
You talk about basketball a lot, and I think one thing that I miss in jiu-jitsu a lot is footwork. Because holy shit, knowing where your feet are is something that I feel like a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
And I feel you got that from basketball, and that helps you a lot with stand-up.
I think it helped me so much because even when you go to try to knock me off balance, I know exactly where to plant my foot, where to step my foot, how I can hop and still plant the foot here and things like that. So I think that definitely helps. It's not the best base, but it helps.
Yeah, it helps you. But what, like, so you said you played basketball. What position did you play? Point guard.
Yeah, point guard in college, but in high school they had me running at the 5, just because I was very athletic.
Yeah,
I could dunk off vert. We were in a very small ball lineup.
Yeah,
basketball is my love. This is my passion.
What made you stop pursuing it?
I just knew I wasn't good enough.
Yeah,
I needed to get a life.
Well, you gotta be like.
You gotta be. People don't understand. There's levels to things.
Yeah.
Like I am better than the average person. Like I go to LA Fitness. I'm gonna be a top.
Smoking motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm smoking 90% of the people who are there. And it's like, but I'm not NBA good. I'm not pro league good. And some people don't realize that. In a lot of sports, there's levels. Like I could be as good as I think I'll be at jiu-jitsu. There's still levels.
Yeah. Like I'm not beating Jake anytime soon.
No, I may be able to tap him, but I'm not gonna be. There's levels to it.
Yeah.
It's different, and then that's the one good thing about jiu-jitsu is you just need to do it once. Like if you can get lucky.
Yeah, you can.
You can. Jiu-jitsu is a sport where it doesn't matter. You can be doing it for 25 years. I could be doing it for 5 months.
1 in 10,000 times I could tap coach.
Yeah.
It can happen.
We just haven't rolled with him 10,000 times.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then also we haven't even seen him go full.
Yeah. That's
like,
the crazy
he's
part.
only doing like 25% of his stuff. He still leaves our legs alone for the most part.
Coach said to me, he said, I finally started going for leg locks on you and then immediately stopped because you're too flexible.
He got me the other day on one. I was like, God damn.
I love it because I just look at people. In
the
dojo, especially in the dojo, I'll stop whatever I'm doing. Like if I'm guard passing and they grab my ankle, I'll stop and I'll look at you.
Yeah, I know.
You want it? Really?
I think I got one. I'm gonna put you in next time we go to roll.
What were you were talking about?
The nice inside heel hook. I think is gonna get you fine.
Yeah. Inside heel hooks deal with me pretty well because there's nothing you can do on this part of the knee. No. There's no flexibility there. That's just a bone. So. That's kind of rough.
I know straight ankles and you're not thinking. Even though straight ankles aren't real, just kick your leg for it.
Put your foot to the mat.
Just put your foot to the mat.
Hello? Stand up.
Yeah. And even here, people try to put me in straight ankles, and I do that, and they go, oh, it's because you're bigger than me. And it's like, no that's the technique to get off the move.
Stand up,
And that's like the probably biggest thing I'm going against right now.
Yeah, you're trying to break
I'm really
that.
trying to get technical, and I really sit there and spend the time drilling and learning.
Yeah, yeah.
And I hit a good move, and then people are like, oh yeah, it's because you're bigger than me. It's like, no, that's a good move.
Yeah, that's the move.
That's the move. It helps that I'm
Yeah.
40 pounds heavier than you, but
Yeah.
it's not a flex and bust out.
I'm the only one that's like not afraid to roll with you. I don't understand the weird like fear that oh he's bigger than me. I'm not gonna
Because I'm
get
not
anything
spazzy.
from it.
I
No,
don't
I
smash
know.
people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
pressure pass is different than smashing.
Yes, absolutely.
Like,
Pressure pass is form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not spazzy. I don't try to hurt people. I don't think I've ever hurt anybody.
No. Yeah.
Um,
I think the fear is that they don't think they're gonna get anything from it.
there's a lot of things you can get on me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Exactly.
Jazz almost got me yesterday.
I know. I saw it.
Oh
Bro was
my
cranking it
God.
up. Oh my god. He was eating out there.
Almost. Yeah. Anybody can get tapped. It don't matter if anything. If you work hard on your technique and your craft, you can get anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I there's some people that I train with that I'm like, man, you got a long journey ahead of you, and then I'm just sitting there trying to get like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm playing so much more leg games than I'm usually doing.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot lately too.
Because my topside game is fine. If I get to topside mount, you're getting submitted.
Yeah.
Like that's the end of the game, right? But it's like getting there is the problem, and then facilitating the leg locks
Yeah.
is hard, right? So we're working on drilling those two things, and I guess that all comes from stand-up to start with, right? But I love my new seated guard thing that I'm doing. It's so gross.
your what is it called? What is it called? What is it called?
Combat stance.
Combat stance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people outside the dojo have no idea how to do it.
No.
Every time I've done it, people just look at me. It's so fun. The poor kid in comp, bro. The poor dude in comp, bro.
What's this kid doing?
I sat down.
He's like, what?
I sat down on my foot and I looked at him and I went like this, and he was.
Okay, sure.
Imagine if I did that in the first match. Holy moly.
No, yeah, it's interesting. It's a good stance.
It is, and you can spring up from it too. I'm just trying
Once
to learn how to do it.
You gotta get the arm drags.
You're so far away from me, like when I'm sitting there.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's impossible. It's not impossible, but it's harder for me to get it on you.
Well,
but with like AJ or somebody who like walks into me, it's a little easier.
I don't walk into people for one. I'm still working on. Even though I've drilled it a lot these last 2 weeks, of getting out of leg entanglements. Period.
Yeah.
Still, I don't want to give you that option.
Yeah.
So you do like Coach has us drill. You lead with your head and arms forward. I'm not going to lead with my legs into a position that favors you.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever watch me and Izzy roll, but we end up in the craziest leg entanglements I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah.
It's so weird, and me and him are like, both of us are trying to like sit up to get that. We both can't because our legs are like in spaghetti. I don't know if you saw, because he's getting ready to compete, so I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna go harder on you. I told him, right, and I had him. We both had our legs in a crazy knot, and I grabbed the back of his head and I collar tied him, and I just pulled him, crunched him. And I was like, I'm sorry, Izzy. This has to happen.
Izzy's not one to complain at
he
all.
doesn't care. Yeah.
He's that guy's.
I didn't roll with Dom until yesterday. That was my first time rolling with him.
No, he's good.
He's really good.
He's
Yeah,
nice.
he's solid.
He has good topside pin.
Yeah, he is good. He has good Z-guard too. He's good defense.
Yeah, it's not
he's
bad.
hard. He's hard to pass, but
He is. Until you start going with his feet.
yeah, he's blue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty solid blue. But he
Yeah.
said he's been training for like 2 years, two and a half almost. So he definitely is the skill level that he.
He should be.
Yeah,
He's definitely right. He's definitely
like where he needs to be.
Yeah.
And he's not like bullying people either, which is fucking
not at
awesome.
all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Not
Super
like that.
nice dude. Super nice guy.
Not like that Trevor guy. All right.
Yeah, we said it. Damn brown belts.
Damn brown belts.
Damn
always
brown
bullying
belts.
us.
That guy's cool though too. Trevor's
Yeah, he's
taught me
awesome.
so much in his
Yeah.
little time he's been there.
He knows a lot.
He's been doing it 10 years. February. He said.
Yeah, that's what
He's been doing it literally 10 years longer than me.
That's crazy, man.
Or to be specific, 9 years and 11 months. Because he said February was his 10-year mark.
Oh, wow.
And I started in January.
Good for him, man.
So
Yeah, he's been
like,
training a long
He's
time.
been doing it for a while.
Watching him in coach role or Jake in coach role, every time I watch them roll, I'm like, God, they're just like they're on
fluid.
such a different level too. Yeah.
But it makes sense. They all have years. All of them have a decade.
Yeah.
A decade at least on us.
Yeah. And it sucks. The only part about it that sucks is like you feel like you're playing catch up sometimes. You're like, fuck, because they're still improving.
No, that's where you understand where you have to That's why you compete at your own level.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, it's different. Every time I go like roll with a brown belt, I'm like, fuck, I suck.
Yeah.
And then I go back to like another white belt, and I'm just like, oh no, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm alright.
You are literally the only other white belt that I lose to. Ever, bro.
Izzy's fucking tough.
Izzy's
tough.
technically when I first
He's
went
a
there.
white belt.
Well, when I first went there, they told me he was a blue belt. So I don't know what.
He's a white belt.
Okay.
Yeah. Izzy's technically only been doing jiu-jitsu for maybe just over a year.
Yeah.
And 6 months out of that year.
I mean, his dad's a black belt, so I hope he's.
Yeah. He's a very technical white belt.
Yes, he's very good.
Woof.
Yeah.
But no, he's only been doing jiu-jitsu seriously.
Yeah.
Like a year, and he took like 4 or 5 months off.
Yeah, he did.
Work.
Yeah.
So he is a white belt.
Oh, I guess Eduardo too. Yeah, I listed Eduardo too.
Eduardo,
He's been training forever.
He's been training for 3 years.
That boy should be a blue belt.
Yeah, he just don't come to class. He
doesn't compete either.
Not even. He says he's retired.
Yeah.
He says 2-1. One winning.
He said he brought home a gold. He's happy.
Yeah, he said he got a golden gi and like silver no gi.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he's chilling. That's
good.
You know what? Each their own.
He said he's gonna compete.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he's gonna compete.
He said he wants to. I'm excited.
He said definitely Naga Wellington. He said he'll compete.
Yes.
And it's gonna be great to see him go because he's helped me so much. He's a big part of the reason I'm getting very fluent at
his
passing
guard game is so good.
Well, the first 6 weeks of me being there, I was just trying to pass his guard.
Yeah.
Until now, to the point I pass his guard.
Yeah.
He starts doing all this crazy inversions and stuff like that, but I love it. That's how we gotta do it. We just gotta all keep pushing each other.
Yeah, I know. I love it in the dojo. It's so much fun to like roll with other good
everyone
people.
helps me. I want to help everybody and in the limited knowledge I have to help.
I love it when we go to outside places too.
Those are always
That's
fun.
so much fun, man. We got to do that more. Because I went to where'd we go?
We went to.
I can't ever remember the name of the place.
Which one? Down in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah.
Kushans.
Oh yeah, Kushans. That was a lot of fun.
Gym. Yeah.
Those guys are good.
I wish the other guys were there. It was normally a lot busier, a lot more higher belts.
That's crazy. How do they don't have a mat space?
They do it. They do it.
They make it work.
They work. Hey,
cool.
It works.
Yeah.
No, it's great. I really love going to A&M. I've been there a couple times.
Oh really?
On their Sunday open mat. Oh.
They have good rolls there.
Great rolls.
Okay.
A bunch of competition. Everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
The first time I was there, I rolled with their brown belt. And he's like the brown belt.
Yeah.
Like the half the medals on the wall are from him. And that was a great experience.
Good.
And then they're perfect. We gotta go there.
Yeah.
It's on Sundays.
Want to go this Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. That's simple.
Yeah, that's simple.
Nice.
I'm off.
Yeah. So what were your takeaways from your competition, your first comp?
Really, just first off, trust in yourself. Drilling is important. That's how I was able to win because it went to EBI overtime. And just understanding the rules. Also listening to your coach.
Yeah.
Dewell was like, hey, don't even try to submit him. Just hold him. He goes, I escaped. The first time I escaped was in 2 seconds.
Yep.
So he was like, hey, just hold him.
Yep.
So I held him for like 45, 50 seconds and then went for a submission. He got out, but by then
it was too
it was a done deal. I won off of time. So it's just that. It shows you how much you need to work on. And just...
I can hold people back now for a long... That's one thing I'm good at. If I go to EBI, you're not winning.
I'm getting better at it. I normally put people in body triangles, but there's no body triangle in that.
No, he's a big boy.
He's a big boy, so I couldn't do that. The biggest I could do is like Joe.
Yeah.
And that's because Joe's losing weight. He weighed something the other day. He's under 230.
Damn.
Yeah, he's slimming out. He's getting that dad strength in too.
Good for him, yeah. So, tell us a little bit about your childhood. I want to know about from baby Armoni to now. Give me the high school story, all that.
All right, so I was just a little black kid running the streets. I'm joking.
There it is.
No. So I grew up in the fine state of Florida, the state we're in right now. But I grew up more south. So I grew up in Miami Gardens, right by the Dolphin Stadium. Not the best neighborhood, especially because it's nicknamed the Murder Grove. But I was really sheltered in a sensitive way because my mom and dad both grew up in that neighborhood, so everyone knew who I was. So I didn't have those problems with drugs and things like that because my parents wanted to make sure I had a better life for myself. So even coming home and speaking in you could say like the native tongue, but like just the slang down there, they weren't having that. So I'd come home and be like, oh, I'm fun to go to the store. You're going to go to the store. And it's just like the phases of my life. And I was lucky because I got to grow up in a very Caribbean, very family-oriented family. My mom's side of family is from Jamaica. My grandfather, the classic immigrant story, $14 in his pocket. Damn. And so I grew up good. It's in the sense we didn't have all the money in the world, but I had everything I needed. I was never like struggling, never not having food. And I was able to just do things in a sensible way. I really like the upbringing I had because my parents didn't allow me to get sucked into like video games. Even to the sense of the way, like I want to play games now, but I can't. I'll go play for like 2 hours. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna be a productive citizen in life. And it really allowed me to do things like just be outside. As a kid, I used to play basketball in the streets, basketball, football, ride our bikes around the neighborhood, being little hooligans and stuff like that. And it was great. Of course, the average being an odd kid out most of the time, just speaking proper. Was very good in school, especially when you're going to a predominantly black school. You get picked on for, doing what you're supposed to be doing, by the way.
Being a good human being.
Yeah, being a good
yourself
human
like a proper
exactly.
person.
Exactly. Not being
I feel
a
that,
hooligan.
bro. Yeah.
So it's like, I grew up a lot of that with bullying.
Sorry I wasn't dipping at 14 guys in high school. My bad.
My bad. Sorry I wasn't doing drugs behind my parents' back. Yeah. I was decent. I waited until I moved out. My parents couldn't say anything then because I was an adult.
I was like, hey, I'm doing drugs. And they're like, okay.
Okay. don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But it's things like that. I remember bullied a lot in elementary. And I was like, yo, when I go to middle school, I ain't having this. You can ask my mom. I was suspended probably 50 times from middle school. Fighting. Anybody. Don't matter. You looked at me wrong, we were fighting. You said something wrong, we're fighting. You pushed me, we're fighting.
It's on, brother. It's crazy though, because fights. One thing I noticed about fighting people, especially in like schools and stuff, is fights always get you more fights. So like I always tell people, if you're in school, man, it's really not worth it at the end of the day. I hate getting hit in the face.
I hated it too. I learned real quick how to move, bro.
Yeah.
I remember when I first fight.
The first time you get hit in the face, you're fucked.
Bro, I got my ass whooped. Yeah. My first fight. I was like, oh, never again. Move. Don't just throw punches. Move your head. Yeah. That's why I started just slamming people. Because I was a small kid.
Okay.
I didn't grow really to like.
10 years. when you sprout the 6'7".
6'7". I am only like 6'1", 6'2", maybe on a good day. I grew over like a weekend. My mom said.
Oh really?
I was never short, but I was skinny. Because even like my senior year when I graduated, I was like 180 maybe. But I think I was like 9th grade year. My mom said she dead ass thinks I walked in my room at 5'8", and I slept the whole weekend. And she said I came out 6'1". Because my mom's a tall woman. My mom's 5'11". Yeah. So she's very tall.
Yeah.
So that's that.
It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And it was a mixture because it's funny. Me and you followed the same path in high school.
Yeah. So
I got accepted to high school my 9th through 10th grade year. I wish I never left that school. But in the Magnet Theater program, I was a thespian.
Yo, me too.
2-time state winner.
Yo.
But I can't act, and I knew that very shortly. So I went to the audio and sound room.
Oh, okay.
So I did a lot of the audio, sound, lights, and things like that. Honestly, miss it. Loved it.
Yeah, the sound girls are hot.
We didn't have any girls in our. The girls that were acting were hot, and it's great being a very straight, tall male in a predominantly gay male section.
Free game, baby. You know how it is.
Free game, man.
God, I love theater.
Yes, I'll help you change. Yes, I'll help you do that. Does this look good on you? I don't know. Try another outfit. Oh, you're just gonna do that.
Oh, okay. Why are you naked?
All right. And you gotta act very normal.
Yeah, you have
when
to
it happens.
Look away.
You're just like, oh God. I didn't look away. I just like dead stared right into their eyes. And they're like, what you doing? I'm like, nothing. Just chillaxing.
Oh man.
So it's one of those things, but
I was a very good actor. I am still a very good actor.
So my problem with acting back then wasn't that I couldn't. It's that I was worried about what people word to think.
No, that makes sense.
So I was like, nah, I'm good.
So I was Romeo for a inside play the first time.
Of course you were.
Shut up. For the parents come.
The black box type of theater.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was Romeo for the first one, and I was like, okay, this is cool. You know, I got to be Romeo the first time, and then we changed it from us doing Romeo every Valentine's Day to us going to people's classes and doing Romeo. So they would like hire us for a monologue for their significant.
Old Romeo.
Oh God, bro! So people knew who I was because I was previously Romeo. So like obviously the guy who's Romeo, everybody wants to be in the fucking class and like laugh and point at you.
Hi, Romeo.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, the girl that was Juliet was like a banging hot lesbian. Like
real lesbian. Like, is she still a lesbian now after high school?
I don't know.
Because I know a lot of girls who are lesbian in high school because high school men are probably the scummiest people on earth.
Disgusting people.
I was a part of that demographic.
I apologize to some of my exes.
Oh,
I'm not
my
I texted
God.
them. I was like, I'm so sorry.
My bad, bro.
Yeah.
She's like, why did you do that? Don't know.
No, I
Can't
don't
ask
have
me.
a reason. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Or she'll tell me things. I'm good friends with my first ex. She'll tell me things. She'll use them really. I'm like, really?
Did I do that?
And she's like, yeah, but I don't remember.
Bro, some of the stories of the shit I used to say makes me literally get chills.
Narcissistic.
Yeah, but I used to. So we used to get hired for, to go to people's classrooms and play out a monologue.
Oh, that's great.
So I still have the monologue memorized from the death scene in Romeo and Juliet.
All right, audience, if we get enough comments, he will post just him doing a monologue.
I will do the
I'm
monologue.
telling you guys this now. Let's get at least 50 comments posting a monologue to YouTube Shorts. He will also dress up as Romeo.
Okay, fine. I'll dress up as Romeo.
50 comments. Let's get there.
50 comments is crazy. Yeah, I'll give you guys a good Romeo monologue.
Oh, yes. Actually, I will choose out the one he will do.
I'll have to memorize a whole new. We got to do it in Old Shakespearean because that's what I did it.
With all the dialects and no, good.
I'm so good at that.
Good.
It's disgusting.
I had to learn it from some from my part. I didn't do acting in Macbeth.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love it. It's
a beautiful play.
One. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get to hold the skull in the light?
No, I did not. I was not that guy. I was tree number 4. No, I'm joking.
Tree number 4 is a hard role. Standing still sucks.
Standing still for 45 minutes.
It's awful. Yeah.
No. I did design a play though. We took it to States for a personal play. It was great.
Oh really?
Yes.
That's cool. I never designed. I'm not creative.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I can tell you what to do. I just can't do it.
Yeah, I'm the doer for sure.
See,
I had all of my parts were so me. I was like a head butler in a play. Like, bro, you just give it to me. You know?
They're like, all right, we got a white cis male here.
Who can speak in a British accent?
Oh,
Get him on stage.
Get him on stage. There we go.
Yeah. I don't know. I love acting, man. I wish there was cool troops around here, but Jupiter, Florida's full of old people, so.
Yeah, and honestly, being a theater kid after high school is a little creepy.
A little weird.
Unless you're actually trying to be an actor. Yeah. If you're just doing it to do plays and stuff, I mean, each to your own. It's a fun hobby.
It's hard, too, to be an actor that comes up from nothing now. It seems like all of them just, appear. You know? It's like one day you're in a movie. Yeah, they're all industry plants.
You already know, nepotism's a big thing.
Yeah,
Big thing.
Keanu Reeves out here suddenly is, the best actor. You know, where'd you come from, bro?
No, he was a pretty good actor. No, he's in a lot of movies, actually.
I think some of his older movies were terrible, though.
They were, but he was a good actor in them.
He was, yeah.
The movie, he didn't write it. He just had to be in it.
That's true. That's true.
Especially when you're up and coming, you kind of got to take what's given to you.
And then there's that
Unless
guy...
you're Kevin Hart, and you just take everything. Everything. That man doesn't deny a single movie role, and then he plays the same character.
Fine. Yeah, short, funny black guy.
He's a comedy relief in every movie.
But he's good at it. I'll give him that.
Overplayed.
Okay. Fair.
Overplayed.
He just needs to pick up a different... imagine him as a villain. He's a short villain like an Austin Powers movie.
Didn't they try to make him a villain in that one movie?
Which one?
No, not The Rock. The Rock. Well, he wasn't the villain.
No, he wasn't the bad guy.
He wasn't
He's
the bad
just-
guy though. No,
Yeah.
never mind.
I like the. I wish, dude. You know what The Rock says? Because this is a little on topic about physique. I guess he says he's never eaten ice cream
Cap.
ever,
Cap.
and I'm like, so you're telling me you went through your whole childhood without ever tasting ice cream?
In a Hawaiian, in a Samoan, they eat ice cream for sure.
Yeah.
But some people just like to lie. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We need live action Maui.
Actually, kind of excited for that one.
Yeah,
I like the
yeah.
Moana.
Me
Moana was
too.
pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be good.
I was gonna watch that too. It's interesting.
You sick of Disney yet?
Oh, some of the things Disney are doing. Don't get me on this rant. All right, Disney kills a lot of good things. Disney brings a lot of shit things.
Yeah.
They're a multi-billion-dollar industry that runs the world.
Yeah.
I think their animated movies are next to none.
Yeah.
All of them.
They have so much money.
Inside Out.
Yeah.
All of those things are certified bangers.
Yeah.
But some of their live action stuff.
Not it. Hey guys, let's stop taking animated films altogether too. Anime live action, none of it's good. Stop saying the One Piece anime live action is good. It's not. But
Or tricking your audience to go see a musical like the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
oh
I walked in the theater. I sat down. I'm excited.
yeah.
I'm like, okay, let's see if someone can play a good Johnny Depp role. Johnny Depp did great from the original.
Yeah.
All right, this is great.
Nobody else can play.
30
Johnny Depp
seconds
except Johnny
in,
Depp.
30 seconds into it, they started singing. I walked out the theater. And this is their second time. Because their first movie they did that too was Into the Woods.
Oh,
It was another musical, and they
I
didn't
know about
brand
Into
it.
the
They
Woods,
didn't
yeah.
brand it as a musical. So you walk in the theater thinking
Yeah.
it's this cool movie.
Because who's gonna go see a musical now?
Exactly. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Disney.
Yeah. I am excited for I like Johnny Depp to make more movies, but I don't know if he's going to.
Pay my man, Disney.
Yeah,
They said no.
please.
He said yes.
Oh, did he?
But it was like, it was like a $500 million contract.
well, you're
for
not
the
saying
Pirates
no
of
to that.
Caribbean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not saying no.
They
to
said
that.
sorry, but the only company he's going to be loyal to is Dior. They're the only company that didn't drop him during
Yeah.
that whole scandal.
Yeah, because his fucking cologne smells awesome.
Because it's wrong to beat your wife, apparently.
Oh, yeah, like, bro. Suddenly I can't hit
Suddenly,
women.
all these CEOs slap their wives around and we're like, all right, look away. But a successful actor with black tendency does it, and it's unacceptable.
Oh, God. Guys, don't hit your wives. Unless they leave a spoon in the sink.
If you come home, no dinner, you already know what
It's
to do.
on, it's on, baby.
Hey, look, just remember, just do what I do.
Hope you went to Doel's kickboxing class.
Get your
You're
girl.
gonna need to block.
Get your girl to sign up at your dojo. Let her sign the waiver and then
Yup.
kick your ass every night you see her there.
Bro, I saw
All
you
legal.
pick her up yesterday. I
Get
was
the
laughing.
fuck outta her.
I was laughing so.
I forget, and it's really worse after she comes to try to fuck with me. After I've just got done rolling around
Yeah,
with
'cause
a
you
grown
still
ass
have
man.
the grown-ass man energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta pick her up, and I'm just like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You're 100 pounds.
Why are you in the ceiling?
Yeah. Why are you up there? I forget. She weighs literally like 105 pounds.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like, oh.
I
yeah,
was
you're
talking to Dakota on the podcast, and I brought this up. I think girls' jiu-jitsu is almost an entirely different sport.
No, yes and no. Girls jiu-jitsu has to be, first off, in most sports, girls are a lot more technical
That's
because
what I
they
meant,
don't
yeah.
have the natural athleticism guys do.
Yeah.
It's very rare for girls to have that same type of athleticism, even when you go to the highest level.
Yeah.
Just the bodies are built different. Guys are built to do more.
Yeah.
Not getting into all that, but guys are just built to do more. Girls are, now granted, not saying a girl can't beat a guy.
No, yeah.
They're just more technical, and it's definitely, I think, is a slower path because of that.
Yeah.
Because they can't just go, oh, get off me.
Yeah.
They have to actually figure out the proper way to
Yeah.
get somebody off of them.
Yeah. I love watching Dakota roll, though. She's
a fucking
so
beast,
good, man.
bro.
She's a machine.
Fucking Dustin Poirier impersonation if I've ever seen one. All right, well, we starting off the match. Jump the gilly.
Yeah, and she's like, and every time she wants
She
to
climbed
roll
me.
the guys,
She
too.
climbed me, by the way, to
Yeah.
jump a gilly on me once.
Damn.
I ducked my head. She put her foot on my leg and jumped up in the air.
Damn. She's the only girl that I would fight in the dojo. Not like full comp fight, but like
No, we can never do full.
no, because girls.
There's just Dakota's. Nah.
No, Dakota's built like she's strong and she ain't somebody to fuck with. But like
Yeah.
you still can't full roll.
No,
with girls.
no,
There's
not at
reason
all.
to hurt.
It's just not going to be
Yeah.
a thing.
No, it's not fair either.
No. Unless she's like a black belt, then hey, bitch, you're getting everything thrown at you.
Yeah. I need another one on the fucking belt, baby. Let me get a tab on there.
Baby.
Yeah.
A win's a win. With this economy, you already know. I'm joining Naga Wellington in the females absolute division.
Oh, yo.
me and a wig and all.
Yo, I feel like that's why we're not really. I don't like to get too deep into politics, but I feel like that's why they don't do the trans women in jiu-jitsu too much.
That's completely unfair.
You literally cannot. You literally
So
can't.
what's the point? Devin can drop. I think he's only like 20 pounds heavier
Yeah.
than Dakota. He could drop that weight all day
Yeah.
and then go compete in the women's division. It's not going to be fair.
No. Yeah.
It's never fair. Women are great. Women are kick-ass
Women
in their
are awesome,
sports.
But men should not compete
Especially
against
in physical sports, they can't compete with men.
No, it's just not fair.
Except for the only age where that's allowed, and they do it, is like before puberty.
Yeah.
Before puberty, girls are better than guys. And everyone, they're stronger.
It's true,
They're
yeah.
stronger. They're faster. They're more
Yeah.
coordinated.
They're smarter.
That's always. That's
Yeah,
always.
that's fair. Girls are usually smarter than guys.
So it's like.
Unless you're blonde. Sorry, I had to, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Shit. I'm getting demonetized before I even get monetized,
Canceled
bro.
before we even go on. This is like you and Jake last
Yeah,
time.
there's some TikTok clips on this one.
Oh gosh, it can't be racist. You have a black friend.
What? Is that... Wait, really?
No, I do not condone any future racist acts outside of this podcast.
I'm gonna get arrested and beat up now because of you.
Oh my god!
No, my friend's black. Call him, guys. I promise. Please, he gave me the pass. I swear.
He said the hard R is okay.
Oh no. Thank God you're not white. I would be so cooked right now.
You have to do edit. Let's edit that part out real quick.
Nah, it's staying in the podcast, bro.
You say it with your chest, it stays in the chest.
You're damn right.
It's all.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bro, I will tell you one thing about jiu-jitsu to get a little back on topic. As I've lost weight, it's completely changed my jiu-jitsu game.
Has to, because you're as coach says, you're relying on just being able to throw your weight around and bully people.
Yeah.
That's what you did to me when I first came in the gym.
Yeah, now I have to try. It's like shit. It's like I'm not tapping you anymore because I can't fight your weight because I'm not technically good enough.
Yeah. And
Like
then it
this-
such that I also have some of the technique with some of the
Yes,
moves.
exactly. Yeah, I think that's your battle in jiu-jitsu is not convincing, but showing people that you do have technique. And I see it because I was big, and I know what that feels like for people to be like.
I'm not just moving
I
you
know,
around.
I
I'm
know.
doing everything they
Yeah.
should be doing.
I think that blue belt at that gym we went to said it best. I think like you're using strength when you need to.
Yeah, like in my butterfly hooks. I'm
Yeah.
gonna use my legs.
You should.
I'm supposed to get
Yeah.
your body off, disconnect your body from the ground, and then do something with it.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's an uphill battle.
Dude,
It's an uphill battle for me, but we'll get there. We stay strong. I know I'm not overstrained because coach isn't
yeah.
yelling at me to use more technique.
Yeah, coach. Did we? When we
Except for that
yelled,
day against Jazz.
when we yelled at him yesterday, I was.
You know why I did that, right?
Yeah.
Because the day before when I was rolling with Jazz,
Yeah.
Jazz went past my guard and I kind of hooked
I
on his back and
remember.
stood up.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's a big boy move
Yeah.
over there. So when he did the same thing to Jazz, I was like, oh, look at this guy using strength.
Yeah, he's like, that was technique and speed, and I was like, shut
buddy.
up. He was laughing though.
No, just that's why I love Doel. Doel,
He can joke,
he
yeah.
dishes it, he can take it.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
everyone knows we keep the same line.
Yeah.
We keep the same type of respect.
There's always a level of respect there. It's never like I would never ever disrespect Coach Doyle. I think
No.
he's a very good person,
Not at
and I
all.
think he's a very good coach.
He's a great teacher. He's a
Yeah.
great coach, great teacher, and he's honest.
Yeah.
He's not an asshole.
Yeah.
He'll tell you like, hey, I don't think you're ready, or yeah, I think that's something you should go try to do.
Yeah.
He'll tell you it is.
Yeah.
He's not gonna lie to you, like, oh no, or he's not gonna bullshit you, like, well, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And he'll tell you straight up, like, if you're good or not, too. He's not a bullshitter. I like that a lot, because a lot of people
Beat around the bush.
Yeah, they like to be like, oh, well, you know, maybe this, maybe that. And it's like, well, can you just fucking tell me how it is, please? So I don't have to guess.
Like, fucking suck, I suck, all right.
Yeah, I
we're
get
good.
it, but, like, it's okay to suck. Like,
everyone has to suck.
yeah.
If you don't suck, there's no progress.
You gotta lose to get better.
We're not on that PC stuff. I'm on that Candace Parker shit.
Who the fuck is Candace Parker?
Life's tough. Wear a helmet.
Oh, her, yeah. I love her, yeah.
Fucking statement.
Yeah. Life stuff, wear a helmet.
And that's where jiu-jitsu really just gets you at. Not everyone wins a medal. If you want to get good, you go and train properly.
I think Jake talked a lot about that. He said it's like, if you want to be pro, you have to put the time in.
Yeah, you have to.
If you're not doing a hobby, if you're not doing it as a hobby, you have to put work into it.
Yeah, I'm not doing it as a hobby. I want to be great.
Me too.
That's my problem with things. I can't just do something to be mediocre.
I have to be the best at everything I do, no matter what. It's so annoying.
And it's even worse because I'm trying to be great in two different things.
Yeah.
I have jiu-jitsu, and then I have my dog I'm trying to get him to be the highest scoring male in North America.
Dog trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's going great. It's going great. I didn't like him at first. I didn't like this puppy at first.
This guy's a pig.
I do have a mini pig. His name is Crispy Bacon. Shout out Crispy. Your birthday was on the Sunday. We had shots together. Happy 4th birthday, my boy. But no, I have he's a 6-month-old Belgian Malinois. And I worked him the other day in some bite work. He's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
He's gonna be good. He's very fearless in his bite work.
What are the qualifiers for a dog to be like the best dog in America?
Not best dog in America, just best score-wise.
Okay.
Score. So it's funny. So I got lucky in the sense of who my boss is. Mm-hmm. My boss is probably one of the more well-known people in that certain sport. Mm-hmm. And he has the highest ranking male of all time in North America and female in that sport.
What?
Yeah, he's like a wizard with the dogs, bro.
That's crazy.
So I'm lucky enough where I get to learn and absorb knowledge from him in that sport about what we're doing. So it helps a lot.
Okay, that's cool.
And so it's cool.
Yeah.
And then also I have to maintain an image because I can't be coming out of it like it's like you can't fight under John Jones and John Jones is training you and you suck.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things like I have to put out good product and good things like that.
Yeah. Dude, I've been seeing more kids in the dojo too.
It's great. First off, there's some killers. We knew the one of Adrian.
Those guys are machines.
Adrian's are killers.
Yeah.
Those kids are dope.
Yeah.
Parents not so much. But
yo? Yeah. I know.
Oof. But no, those kids. I love seeing kids in there. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I love
because it's cool to see that they have aspirations for something like this so young.
Yeah.
I think it's really important that your kids do martial arts.
Do something.
Yeah.
It don't matter what form of martial arts.
You gotta just get their head out of fucking TikTok and Instagram all the time. You gotta get them to do something.
Stuff. Like I used to BMX as a kid. That's great. I was never just doing stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. Your aspirations need to align with like your parenting, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm not a parent. I don't know. So.
Yeah, me neither. Never will be. Hashtag fuck them kids.
Hashtag get circumcised early.
Wow. Just get another shot. No, yeah. Jiu-jitsu is a lifestyle. It's a very mental and healthy lifestyle. To put it on point, I thought I was at a comfortable weight before I started jiu-jitsu because I went from 260
you were
down
big
to like
before,
230.
Right? Yeah.
When I came into the dojo, I was like 236. Yeah. 240-ish.
Damn.
And then now I walk around like 215.
Hell yeah. I'm so close to my goal weight. I think I'm 188 now. So, dude, I'm about to be 185. I'm going to be a monster.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no goal of where I want to get down to.
Oh, well, I want to be 185 so I can compete at 185.
Yeah.
That's the goal, right? Because I don't like if I'm fucking 188 and rolling with 195, that's still pretty significant. Difference, you know.
I'm always going to be in the heavyweight division. I don't think I'm going to drop under 200.
You're too tall to be light.
That's not. It's just density.
Yeah.
Because me and Devin are the same height.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. You're built different than he is.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're just two different builds. I don't think I'm supposed to be. I think me accidentally getting fat was the best thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think it filled out, let my body fill out to what it wanted to be.
Yeah.
And then I trimmed back all the excess. I was eating like 2 large pizzas in one sitting, bro.
Bro, people think like that eating a large pizza is like crazy.
I used to bust down 2 of them.
Dude, it's so easy.
Bro,
you could slam a large pizza in an hour.
Hour.
30 minutes.
Give me 20 minutes and a large soda.
Yo.
We're gone. Can I do that anymore? No, my stomach is not having that.
I'll take a McDonald's Sprite with that, sir.
That's it. A Diet Dr. Kelp.
A Diet Dr. Kelp. You
No,
forgot my drink.
That's also what I love about our dojo. We can go in there and we can be as weird as
Yeah, I like,
humanly possible.
I like that I could be myself,
And
bro.
no
That's
one,
cool.
no one says anything.
Yeah.
If we become too much, it's just like, hey guys, give us a couple minutes. Not
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
But other than that, it's just like you get to go there and be yourself. You get to kick ass, work hard, and really just.
Yeah, you don't have to like be. I don't know. Like I know some dojos are like, no swearing, no talking during class.
I get
And I'm
kicked
like,
out.
bro, I'm out of here.
I
You
get
know.
kicked out. Could not do that.
No, me neither. That's too much.
I understand shutting up. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
coach is showing me something like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Don't be sitting there all loud and stuff. But
Yeah.
I like where I'm allowed to chime in with a little 2
Yeah.
cents. And it's just like, ah. All right, back to what we're showing, guys.
All right, you're gonna do the Kimura from.
North and south. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck do you mean?
Why are you putting your balls on his face?
Did
What's
you
up
know?
with that?
I always do that. That's my favorite line of Doel.
What?
When he's like, hey, come mount me. And I'm like, did you know, like, 13 years ago when you started your journey that
Yeah.
you're going to be asking another grown man to come mount you? It's a tough life, huh? It's a
Yeah.
tough life. But, you know.
What Reddit page are we on? Jiu-Jitsu.
69.
Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu is gay part 69.
Craig Jones did say that was the best base, and that guy's the second best jiu-jitsu grappler in the world.
Dude, there's some fucking machines in Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh my
Gordon
God,
Ryan, Craig
everywhere.
Jones. Yeah, and they're just all like
And all level, the Rotolo brothers.
Yeah,
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
Even Renee is like, he's just so good at
So fluent,
everything he
just so-
does, man. Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's fun to like witness people grow like that too.
Oh, they're beasts. As I said, jiu-jitsu is a sport where you're never done learning. It's a sport you can do for 40, 50, 60 years, and you're just going to learn something new
Yeah.
every single day.
Yeah, I think it's cool too because people learn like it's not like they're making new moves. It's like they're making variations of new moves
yeah.
that like you wouldn't even think about, right?
And it's a very welcoming sport
Mm-hmm.
in that sense of, like, technically there's nothing wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, nothing you do is technically wrong. It's either effective or not effective.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that's it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be unorthodox, but if it works, it works.
Exactly.
A couple
yeah.
times I've done things and the wall's kind of looking at me,
Mm-hmm.
and like it'll work at the end. He's like, I was wondering where we were gonna go with that, but hey, it worked.
Yeah, Like, I know Trevor and a few other guys have been doing this to me. The purple belt at the place that we went to did it. He put they do like a wrestler base from side, but they put their knee on your diaphragm. And I'm like, okay, like this sucks.
And
But
because they do it, they want to make you do something.
I
So
know.
I'm learning a lot more, especially from Trevor. That
well, I
you
love the
do-
chest. I love chest, man.
You just do things that get the pieces rolling. Sometimes you
Yeah.
have to sacrifice something to get other things going.
Yeah.
And I've been loving it and adding it to my game. That's what I was doing to that one blue belt, Kushan.
Yeah.
The butterfly hook. 'Cause I was trying to give him the bait to go for the legs.
Yeah.
He went for it and
Yeah.
immediately took top.
Yeah. That's so much fun, man. I love baiting people to do stuff. So good news and bad news.
Oh, guys, it's over.
It's over. But it's okay. So give us your closing remarks. Give your shout outs. Whatever you got, bro.
Shout out to 10th Planet West Palm Beach, the
Gang,
best 10th planet in the world.
Goddamn
I
right.
stand by it.
Goddamn right.
Got some of the best coaching staff. Shout out to Jake. Shout out to Coach AJ. Shout out to Coach Travis. Of course, Coach Doel.
Mm-hmm.
Our whole gym, our whole dojo, everybody in there is awesome. I love it. Honestly, I live there now at this point.
Yeah.
They're more than I am home. If I ask Doel, can I just put a cot in the back room? Just call it a fucking day at this
Yeah.
point.
Honestly.
That's about it.
All right. Well, our closing segment is called the gift wrap segment.
Ah, shit.
I'm not going to put you in a gift wrap
Why not?
because everybody asks me to do that.
We could.
No, everybody.
On live camera. All right, guys, this is actually a trial.
This was a trial class the whole time. So here's your present.
Oh,
You get a super cool, super groovy Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Wait, you
baby.
know what we all gotta do? Everyone who's been on this podcast, we all just gotta pull up to a comp wearing
Yo,
our thing.
the
We'll come to
Hawaiian
class
shirt.
one day with it all on.
Yeah,
Love
that'd
it.
be fire.
Really appreciate it. I'm glad. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, brother. Thanks for coming on.
Anytime.
All right, guys. That's all the time we have for the day. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.
50 comments. Shakespeare.